keep it disguised. All that I see is a lie. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He was historic a week ago, surpassing Shannon Sharpe's 2002 mark of 214 yards by a tight end. It's the 49ers and the Vikings on Monday night.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the 49ers of Buenos Aires taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And the way they played last week defensively, you look at the tape, it looks like they had extra guys.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Vikings set to go to work, and they're led by the leading passer in the NFC a season ago. Now in his 12th year, 6th as a Viking, Kirk Cousins.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now the 4th-year man, it's Cam Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stop on the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's McLeod on the return. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, it's Murray. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out of that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Throwing now is Murray. He's got Ayuk once again. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Again, McCaffrey pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll go Madison up the middle. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. That's taken on the 25. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want to. So how do you cover him?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage, he finds a way to what we call uncover late. Ball's thrown, even though there's coverage there, he's the one who can go up and come down with it, finds a way to get to the football.
And the offensive line has given them time in the pocket to have that uncovering late. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. First down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Murray changing the play. Flush to it. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 7 yards away. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. A quick throw there is incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. McLeod to return it. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Murray now on 1st down. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play. $16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. McCaffrey diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score,
down the numbers, throws. There he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 72 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ray McCloud to return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Throwing is Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get this back down to a 20-point spread. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken at the goal line. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Throwing on first down is Murray. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Murray. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Danny Gray on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Cousins. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Now here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Here's Murray. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Murray now. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. A 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. A little juke. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Murray now on 1st down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Final play of the half. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So we are at half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Davis Price. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. Davis Price again, and this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So that's now 10 touchdowns for him on the year. He's into double figures, and we're not even to the halfway point of the season yet.
Partner, doesn't it speak to how well he works with this offensive line? They know he doesn't need a giant alley to run through. He just needs a little seam, and he's so good at being patient, waiting for things to develop, and then accelerating when it does appear.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Cousins on 1st down. He gets it to Addison. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Listen to me.
Here's Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing, Cousins. He gets this one to Boyd. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is brought in at the 21. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Danny Gray, 66 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Yeah, they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You trail them by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
This is caught. It's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
They got 48.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very... He's got a man, complete. There he goes again. Touchdown, 49ers. Danny Gray, 76 yards. And the 49ers just continue to roll. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Cousins now under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Cousins to throw it. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game.
An absolutely dominating series from that pass rush to record the safety. 3 sacks in a row shouldn't be possible against an NFL offensive line. But there they are, dropping him on 3 straight reps, the last of which came in the end zone for 2 points.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
yeah, absolutely,
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly... 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Murray. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Murray looking to change the play here. Davis Price will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fielded just inside the 20. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. But Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
First down. Here's Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Now Cousins. This is caught by Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backups some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Murray changing the play. They'll try and run for it with Davis Price.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Ty Davis Price
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
There he goes left side.
He's still on his feet. He may go. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Vikings are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good
as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, CD, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again already, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. This caught by Latu, the tight end.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw it. Murray connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
16 more on that one and another 1st down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Murray. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Carlson on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's one as a quarterback where you put both hands on your helmet and say, I can't believe I just did that. If he puts a little more touch on that ball, the receiver's still running. Instead, it's just an incomplete pass.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but
Legends on 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that.